Hello, how you doing? I guess I might find some people still out there, and just maybe that people thought I forgot all about them, or they forgot about me. But I haven't forgot about you guys, and I'm glad if you're still here with me and you're showing up. I want to apologize that I hadn't been here for a couple of weeks, but there was some things that I was doing that helped me back from being here with you guys. And I want to thank the people who came and was showing me love by hitting me on the Instagram and wondering where I was at. And for the asshole that thought that Diddy shut me up, you know what I feel about you. Y'all give him that. Y'all know it's fuck him and feed him beans. All right, that's where we're at. Robert March. Let me see if I forgot about anything in here, because you know, if you don't practice this shit, you'll forget about it. Shakir Latifa, what's good? Darren Jackson, Serene Jasmine, Marcy Unlimited. Salute to you, brother. Also, Sandman. Oh no, I ain't worked. Hold up, Sandman. Hold up, Sandman. Nah, I'm not talking about the Knicks getting number one in the lottery. I don't really care, to be totally honest with you, bro. Yo, I got this shit for 12, and I got this official joint here right here, Mitchell and Ness. I got this official joint for under 100, so I'll roll with it. I ain't a sports fan. I got all jerseys from all teams and everything like that. So, but if you wish the Knicks get number one, yeah, that's good up. Y'all see this thing right here? It said, I can't stand me. And I'm talking about this guy here. You know, I get comments and people say, yo, I can't stand you. I hate you and everything like that. I can't stand myself sometimes either. You know, I'm brutally honest. You know, I'm brutally honest. You know, and sometimes it affects other people more than it does me. And I have to sometimes just shut up and don't say nothing, you know. And that's why I felt like, you know, I lose the love for my kids and them when, you know, I got to be, you know, I'm not the dude for the pity party. You know, sometimes I got to sit back and I got to think and I got to read and I got to talk about certain things and say certain things, you know, to get my mind right. So I got a Uncle Gene section that's going to be a little spiritual, and I got a Uncle Gene section that's going to be a little funky about, you know, so on some you personalizing you and you getting yourself together and being better. Gee whiz, what's going on? And I want to, you know, tackle a couple of things and let y'all know what's coming up, because some good things is about to come up. Dale Banks, what's happening with you? All right, don't worry about that, bro. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Sometimes we all got to step back and evaluate ourselves and evaluate shit. You know what I mean? And I didn't get on this YouTube to be on here and make this no livelihood and make no living off this. You know, this ain't my thing, man. You know, it's beautiful that I could come here and talk to y'all and tell y'all some things and let y'all know. But I want somebody to champion this shit. I want y'all to know when this motherfucker come out and he talking like real crazy, like how much they love somebody and how so much they care for somebody, that it ain't really like that. Yo, it's a lot of snakes in that industry, bro, that y'all, you know, a lot of people want to get in and a lot of people want to be involved in there. You understand? And I know it's late, so I'm not going to hold y'all to things. I'm going to cook some plantains, and then I'm going to do some, this is going to be on the menu, you know, coming up. Somebody asked me to cook some dressing. I make some dressing that's crazy. I know people say they don't even eat dressing, and then when they taste mine, they were like, yo, bro, this shit is crack. It's good like that, you know. I'll move my hand out the way and pat myself on the back for that one, boy. You know, because I know I can get down with some dressing. Rosewood, how you doing? Monique Hill, what's good with you? That's that Cali love again. their main ward. What's with you, boy? All right. And I know they forgot all about me. James Robinson, what's up, fam? Thanks for that super chat, man. Appreciate that. All right. Who else I got in? Robert Carroll. So I want to touch bases on a lot of things, man. I'm gonna do this show because big birthday coming out. So I wrote him a letter, and it's some deep shit, and I feel like I'm just trying to get these cats up so they can film me and everything like that. I'm gonna bring Mama Jones back up, and that's gonna be the show is gonna be titled Mama Said Knock You Out. Mama Jones get the last word. That's it. And then I spoke to my man. He was twisted. He said he gonna do that. Hearing from a Real G Part 2. And I'm gonna do one more show, I think, with my brother when I go to St. Louis. And I'm gonna be chilling out there in St. Louis. Let's shout out to my people out there in St. Louis and Wellston, Reese Moe, my brother Chris Robinson, my brother Marlon Robinson, my brother Eric Robinson, my sister Christy Robinson, all the Robinson family out there. I want to give a shout out to y'all, my mom Jan Robinson. You know what I'm saying? I was my dad's wife, and she's beautiful. Like she was just like my mother too, man. She is my mother, but she was my mother. And they was cool too. And I was the son between Wendell Robinson and Addie Deal, but Jan Robinson been my mother ever since I met her too. You know what I'm saying? I met her at the same time I met my father. So I want to give a shout out to everybody like that. And I want to thank y'all for still following me, coming in here with me. We're going to talk about a couple of things. And I know people are going to fall off because they're going to jump through channels because they got other programs they got to do. But I'm glad y'all here with me. I want to give our shout out to Mr. Gut, 89. He told me he read the Mark Carey book. And then he said in that Mark Carey book, the same shit I said about Kirk Burroughs, he said it. Mark Carey said the same shit. And he said that it's crazy how Mark Carey was, saying some of the same shit that I said. I never read Mark Carey book, but I'm gonna go get it and I'm gonna read it and see what's going on with that. I'm gonna read my book, and I'm not going in the direction as him because he had his own personal feelings about his relationship with Puff. But Mark Carey, he knew who the real bad boys was around there, and that was Wolf and Corey and Buck, who actually started it with Puff. You know what I mean? And like somebody tell me, yo, Gene, your show is falling off because people don't want to hear about Wolf and everything like that. But I'm sorry, man. He was a big and intricate part. And then Puff turned around and did the same thing he did to Big. He set him up. You know what I'm saying? He set him up. He put two people who care for each other against each other. And, one didn't come up, one lost their life behind it. And had they been, had they let that day go by, it probably wouldn't have never even happened the next day. Sometimes, brother, y'all got to understand, man, walk away. You know what I'm saying? And you may live to talk about it or talk over it or do some things different. You know what I'm saying? If you could walk away from certain shit, you could walk away from it. You got to think like that sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So, Mr. Gut 89, thank you for that comment and everything like that. I don't know what he said about Kirk Burroughs because, Kirk Burroughs is a genius in this business. You understand? And Puff got rid of him because it was rumors allegedly going around, about him and Puff. And, I ain't the one to, repeat it because, like I said, it was rumors. So you ain't gonna never hear from me that they was talking about that somebody, staff member caught, Kirk and Puff in a certain action that men shouldn't be in unless men are loving men. So you ain't gonna hear from me because I don't want to gossip. So let's leave it like that. So and he got rid of it and all the stuff that he started with Bad Boy being the president, being there from day one. He lost all that stuff too. So I don't know if they Mark Curry get into that or not. Um, Robert Carroll, what's good with you? Nana Pool, hi to you too, Mama. Yeah, let me get this going. And that's going to be the shows that's coming up. Those shows is going to be. I think they're going to be pretty good shows. Once we get this shit going. Once we get this shit, let me read a couple of comments and see before I get into my shit. Because once I get into this, I'm gonna be into it, and I'm not gonna hold y'all long. I answered all those questions, about the stretch and all that, bro. The Collins family in St. Louis. I might know the Collins family. That's crazy. Kirk Burroughs must have heard me. He just hit me on the phone. This is crazy. I don't know if y'all can see that. Let me see that. Can y'all see that? He must have heard me. It is what it is. Don't. Agent Orange, all right. Robert Brown. Yeah, Nelly knew my brothers and them from Mafford Avenue. His grandparents used to stay on Mafford Avenue in St. Louis or Labadie. Did they stay on Mafford or Labadie? I don't know. My family lived on Labadie. Nelly's grandparents or some people lived down the street, like 2 blocks down from us. And my man Trail is the one who brought God Bless the Dead. They just found Trail a couple of years ago, hung in his apartment. He brought Nelly to Cuda, which was Mace Man, and that's how Nelly got, into the business here. He was hot in St. Louis, but Trail brought him to New York and introduced him to Cuda, and Cuda is the one who, put him on. That was Mace's manager and everything like that also. So, do I got some stories about Nelly? Nah, he just didn't know that I was one of the biggest motherfuckers here that he could have got with and been with and stayed out here in a long time. And I could have authenticated his shit more than anybody. And I was around his people and them like that. But, like when a motherfucker don't gravitate to me, I don't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to do me and I'm going to be all right. I'm going to always be all right. You know what I'm saying? I'm real good. You know what I'm saying? So, now I don't have any real Nelly stories like that, other than what I knew that Trail brought him to Cuda and them here. Yeah. Let me see where here. I got to get into this shit, man, before I get started. Hi, Gwen Marie from Georgia. How you doing? I was born Bukumo. Yeah, I was born in St. Louis. I grew up on North Market and Vanderventor. I went to Bates and I went to Williams. When my grandfather died, I met my mother. She was living in Wellston. She moved me out in Wellston at the age of 12 years old. I stayed in Wellston until I graduated. You understand? And I never went back home. I used to go back from my father's house because I met my father the year before I graduated. So then I went back to Labadie, and I was going back from Wellston to Labadie and everything like that. Wellston to St. Louis, back and forth, you know. But yeah, I was raised there. Yeah, my man Eddie up from Heavy D and the boy, he said it ain't gonna be no such thing as a record deal. So you guys out here just looking for a record deal, yo, F that. Make yourself hot in your community where you at. Put your shit on the internet yourself and get your own money. That's what a lot of these guys are doing. That's why Soldier Boy got so much money. You understand? Because he made himself hot. He made himself hot, shot his own video at 16 years old, did all that shit. So all that money came to him. That's why they're getting them 360 deals. They want to take your money. Shout out to Baltimore. Yeah, I seen Charlie Baltimore. She came up to Sue's, and she was with this dude from Detroit. So we just spoke, and I walked him to the parking lot and everything like that. But it was no real correspondence between me and her and everything like that. Oh, Joe was just a regular dude that came home from doing a lot of time from the Fed joint. Somebody wanted to know who G.I. Joe was, but he was a regular dude that he was a part of Black Hands also. Corey Campbell, what's up with you? 81 Pretty Boy. No, I met C. Weber before, but C. Weber was a player. Yes, yo, anybody know anything about C. Weber? He allegedly hit everything in Hollywood. He had them girls going crazy back in the day. Yo, let me tell you something, man. Y'all stop hitting me with this Reggie Wright shit, because Reggie Wright gonna say whatever he want to say. Like I said, Amir Muhammad is the one who approached me, and then let them show the picture that show me something different. If I'm a liar, if I'm all this and everything like that, show the picture. They got the picture. They got your picture. So listen, don't hit me with that bullshit, man, because they gonna say anything to draw y'all in, and y'all could go wherever y'all want to go, bro. Listen here. I'm gonna give y'all. I told my man I'm gonna do 50 shows, and then I'm going down here and write this book. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna rent a hall. You understand? And I'm gonna give y'all enough money to save y'all money and everything like that. It's gonna be in New York City or Brooklyn. It's gonna be probably Brooklyn. You know, one of those arts academy things who got a theater. I'm gonna rent a theater. That's Miss Jones. Oh my God. Hi, Miss Jones. I got you on speakerphone. I'm doing the show right now. Can we talk later?
Oh, okay. And can we talk later? Tell everybody that I'm talking to them on Thursday.
This Thursday, Miss Jones? No, I want to make you like probably next Tuesday or something like that when I'm cooking or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because I told him, I already told him I'm gonna do the show called Mama Say Knock You Out. All right?
Okay.
All right.
Tell them yes, no big questions, because that's going to be it.
All right. They're gonna ask all the questions. I know that's gonna be it. Okay?
Okay.
All right, Miss Jones.
Bye-bye.
All right, man. Bye bye. Mom, let me just tell you something, man. It was hard for her this year. And I was kind of to blame for that. And I felt kind of effed up because I told her to go and watch that BMF thing. And some people did. It was called BMF Decoded. And it said Blue Da Vinci, I think, and Wolf. And I told her to Mark to go look at it. But she listened to the whole thing. From what the agent and the people were telling her is that it appeared that Puff called the dissension between Meech and him. More so putting the battery on Wolf back to go against Meech because, and then saying that he didn't need Wolf no more because of what Meech told him.